everyone, welcome to IELTS On Demand, and today we're going to be talking about Writing Task 1 of the IELTS academic module. So these are just simple tips that you can follow in order for you to prepare well for your writing test. Let's begin with the criteria that the examiners use when grading your paper or when grading your writing task. The first one is the task achievement, which is also called TA. It is often called task response as well, so that's the same, which is 25% of your complete score or your entire score. The cohesion and coherence or CC, which is also 25%. Lexical resource, 25%. That's your vocabulary. And your grammatical range and accuracy or GRA, which is also 25%. As you can see here, this is what you will usually find at the bottom of your answer sheet that is given to you, where you will write your answers or you will write your essay. As you can see, you have examiner 1 and examiner 2, which means that there will be two persons who will be grading your answer. Now, they will give appropriate scores according to what they think your scores are, and then they will be averaging those in order for them to get just one score. That will be your final score. On the right side here, you can see different words written here. There's under length, which means that you did not write 150 words or more. That is below 150. And then next to that is the number of words, where they will actually place the number of words that you have written, and then your appropriate penalty from these examiners. Off topic basically means that you did not answer the question, or if you did answer the question, there are several things that you mentioned that are not needed, so you have to be careful about that. Next is memorized, which means that they found out that you went on the internet or you went reading somewhere, probably a book or a resource material, where your answer is written there. Like you found an article or something and then you copied that and you memorized that so that you will answer or use that as your answer. Now, there is also a penalty for that. The next is illegible, which means that it is difficult for them to read your answer, in that they really cannot understand what you're saying because of how difficult it is to read your handwriting. So that's basically it. But I don't see that would be a problem with the computer-based exams. This would be applicable only to the paper-based exams. Okay, what to do in Writing Task 1 Academic? So you have three things here. 1 is to plan, 2 is to write an overview, and 3 to time yourself. So when you're planning, you want to set aside about 2 minutes to prepare and plan about how your ideas will go. Remember that this is an essential part of writing, because you don't want to spend or you don't want to waste any time later on thinking if you need to change a lot of information that you have already written. So at first you want to focus on creating that plan in order for you to know and to be sure of the flow of the ideas that you will be presenting. Another important part, of course, is the overview. This is the most important part of your writing, specifically in Writing Task 1, because this is the essence of the graph that is being presented to you. So without the overview, basically your writing would be poor. What I mean is that it would not get the appropriate score, because without the overview, you will not achieve. You will not have task achievement, because basically task achievement means that you fulfilled what is being asked. And the third is to time yourself. It is very ideal for you to spend about 20 minutes on this task. However, this is not a rule, this is just a suggestion. Of course, you can spend more time if you want to, but that is not advisable. What I would advise is that if you can, try to go below 20 minutes. 15 minutes would be more than enough for you to finish writing task 1. And that is important because you don't want to run out of time while writing your task 2, because that is something where you will really present your opinion and present a lot of ideas and supporting ideas as well, and that comprises to a bigger percentage when it comes to your scoring. What you need to do is to practice and learn while you're having your IELTS preparation. You need to learn how to maximize your time with writing task 1 so that you can use most of your time, most of the 60 minutes given to you by focusing on writing task 2 and developing your ideas in writing task 2. Remember also to write 150 words minimum, which means no word less than 150. What you need to do is to probably go a little beyond 150, but not too much. Okay, what not to do in the writing task 1. So don't forget to use synonyms. Remember that whatever is written in the task, in your questionnaire, remember to not repeat those words because those will not be counted. Those words will not be counted. Remember to try to rephrase your answers. If not, you can come up with your synonyms, and that will help you in maximizing or reaching the lexical resource part of the criteria, basically. So the second part is don't use incorrect tenses. Now, when it comes to graphs, especially those that pertains to a period of several years, remember to always focus on those things. Remember that if it happened in the past, then remember to use the past tense. Then also, if it is still continuing in the present, remember to use the present continuous tense or something like that. The third part here, don't give personal comments. This is what is absolutely prohibited in writing task 1. Remember that you are not allowed to give any comments, conclusions, or assumptions of any sort in this task. You are not allowed to do that. Always just stick to what you see in the graph. Let's try and view this graph here. This is a line graph of the worldwide laptop PC sales from 2016 to 2020. And these numbers here on the vertical axis are in millions. So as you can see here, let's take a look. Okay, don't forget to use synonyms. Remember that when pertaining to the title of the graph, you're going to mention that at in the introduction of your writing. And remember to try and change these words or rephrase the idea if you can. Okay, the next one, don't use incorrect tenses. So remember to use the past tense if you're pertaining to the past years here. But if you're probably pertaining to the present, then use the present tense there. And don't give personal comments. So as you can see, let's take for example the years 2018, 2019, and 2020. It is okay to say that there is a significant increase in computer sales in the year 2020 compared to the previous years of 2018 and 2019. Now that would be a good description of this particular part here. However, it is not okay to say that in the year 2020 there has been a significant increase in computer sales compared to the previous years of 2018 and 2019 because of the coronavirus pandemic, and people are now forced to stay at home, and they're going to need laptop computers, and they need laptop computers because they will be working at home or studying at home. So that would be the reason why there has been an increase in laptop sales. Now, that falls into the category of making assumptions and making conclusions. While it is true that there is an ongoing pandemic, yes, people are forced to stay at home at present. Yes, people need laptop computers or computers in general because they are staying at home and they do their work at home, and a lot of the students also study at home right now, so they need the laptop computers. While all of those things are true, those are making assumptions because they are not mentioned in the graph here. So whatever it is that is not mentioned in the graph or not presented in the graph that you can see in your writing task, don't mention that. Every idea that you have, every conclusion that you have should be in writing task 2. And anyway, that will be a different question altogether. So remember that that is strictly prohibited in writing task 1. Now, I want you to take your time and look at the graph again and let me know what you think should be a good overview here of this graph, and leave a comment below about it. Remember that an overview is a summary of what you can see in this graph. What is the overall trend that you can see in the graph? So try to write your own overview and leave a comment below. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you find this lesson useful and helpful for your IELTS preparation, please like and subscribe. And for those of you who want to book online lessons with me, please check out the description box below for more details. Again, thank you very much and have a nice day.